Hey, what's up, guys? Baller here. We are now in this second game of this March 29, 2022 NBA Game Day. This is um, Detroit Pistons with the record of 20 and 55, visiting Brooklyn Nets with the record of 39 and 36. The game will be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be 7 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on the bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. All right. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings first, so that we'll have an idea as to how these two teams are doing. Brooklyn Nets, man, they are at number 8 in the Eastern Conference. For their last 10 games, they have won 7, so they're actually doing great. It's just that approaching this game, they are coming off a loss. While for Detroit Pistons, they are at number 14. They are officially out of the contention now. For their last 10 games, they have only won a couple of games. And approaching this game, they have lost back-to-back. Right, so on this game, Brooklyn Nets would have the home court advantage. Not only that, they would also bring it with them. What we call momentum. They have won 7 out of their last 10. Man, that's a lot of momentum. I know they're coming off a loss, but winning 7 out of your last 10 makes you feel confident and makes you feel that you want to go back to the court and grab another win. In terms of fatigue, well, both teams have been on their rest day last night. So let's take a look at the injury list for both teams. Starting with Detroit Pistons, I see 4 players out. That's Hamidou Diallo, Isaiah Livers, Chris Smith, and Jeremy Grant. 4 players out for Detroit Pistons. And for Brooklyn Nets, I see 2 players out. So that's going to be Ben Simmons and Joe Harris. All right. So let's take a look at the spread. It actually opened up with Brooklyn Nets minus 12.5. As we speak, it is now at a Brooklyn Nets minus 13.5. Alright, I guess this is quite obvious in terms of us determining who the superior team is. That's obvious, man. Brooklyn Nets is the superior team, especially these days. Detroit Pistons, man, their form is not that good. They have only won a couple of games out of their last 10, while the Brooklyn Nets, they have won 7 out of their last 10. And KD and Kyrie are back together. But their their last game, wherein Brooklyn Nets actually lost, is actually a proof that they are beatable. They went up against Charlotte Hornets, man. Charlotte Hornets, yes, it's one of the better teams, but Hornets ain't one of the best, right? And Brooklyn Nets lost to Charlotte by 9 points. So Brooklyn Nets, they're not yet that unbeatable, if you know what I'm saying. Yes, they got the artillery that they need to score. That's KD and Kyrie, and they have other people like Dragic and all that. But again, they are beatable mainly because of their defense, I would have to say. Now, Detroit Pistons, they actually brought us some fun, like last month, and they actually brought us some money, right? When Pistons even won some games outright and all those stuff. But Detroit Pistons lately, they haven't been winning. Again, they've only won a couple of games out of their last 10. But the spread here is that, so I'm obviously we are picking Brooklyn Nets to win the game outright. But the question here is that, will Brooklyn Nets cover the spread of 13.5? And then that's a very hard question to answer. I would suggest for you guys to just skip this game if you don't have a lot of money now, because it could really go either way, man. Brooklyn Nets, with that kind of artillery, can actually score 200 points. Man, I just have a lot of respect with Kyrie, man, and KD. Of course, that's some sort of exaggeration. That's not some sort of an all-star game. But what I'm trying to say is that anytime Brooklyn Nets can actually beat any team, with like 20 points or 30 points. But lately, Brooklyn Nets have not been doing that. I think the last time that they did that was against Orlando Magic. But the wins that they had is not that much. Also, Detroit Pistons, even though they have been losing for their last 10 games, they haven't been really like trashed for like 20 points or 15 points or whatnot. No. I mean, you can go ahead and check on their losses. It's like a 3-point loss, a 6-point loss, even an 11-point loss against a very strong team. just like Brooklyn Nets. So I'm thinking the 13.5 is just too big for Detroit Pistons. Why? Because they don't stop playing. They don't stop playing even if it's already a decided ball game. Now Brooklyn Nets, what they do is they would for sure rest up KD and Kyrie once the game is done. So I'm picking Detroit Pistons to cover the spread here of plus 13.5. Those are a bunch of young players showing what they can do and loving the game. While Brooklyn Nets, they're trying to preserve their stars for the playoffs. Detroit Pistons plus 13.5. Pistons plus 13.5. Peace out. Pasay love and God bless.